people. It's Lesley Dale, talking loud as usual. We're in New York, and the reason I am speaking so loudly is because I want you to take a look at this. We're standing where one of the towers was. It's now called the South Pool. And before we talk to these lovely people from the airport in Chattanooga, because we've taken the flight, we're going to focus on that. We have a lot to go over. Blake Poole, Caroline Christman from Waterhouse PR, who helped set that up. I do want to give you a look at this beautiful pool where one of the towers stood. So Jamie Smilik is filming this for me, also from Chattanooga. So she's going to show you this, and we have a lot to go over, like I said. So let's look at this. Okay. You see the names here. Many of you have seen this on TV. It is really a feeling to be here and able to put your hands on these names and to see the pool. So just look at that for a minute. Okay, I hope you guys got to take that in. It's really strong. It's really effective to be here. And we're going to talk more about September 11th in a few minutes. Remembering the unthinkable, it's been 15 years. It was 2001. So I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. But first, let's turn over here to talk to the people I introduced you to a minute ago about how we got here. Let's get a little bit closer to me so we can hear everybody. Use your loud voices. Again, Blake Poole, Development with the Chattanooga Airport, and Caroline Christman from Waterhouse Public Relations in Chattanooga. Let's talk about how we all got here. A flight, the inaugural flight from Chattanooga to actually Newark, and then we took our way transit into New York City. So let's start with the flight. Blake, this is a really big deal. I know you were a big part, instrumental in getting this flight to happen. Tell people about that and why it was kind of hard to get this going on.
Yeah, and the airport been working on it for about 4 or 5 years, and so it is a big deal, and we were excited that United decided to make the investment in Chattanooga, and we just got to get everybody to get on the airplane now.
So being a development for the airport, you are in touch with all of these different airlines, and you try to get more flights, more business into Chattanooga to help economic development, which certainly is happening with this flight. Through the years, have you tried to do this before?
I have not done it before. I used to work for Delta, and communities used to come to me and say, "Will you start flying to our community?" So I'm used to the process, but now I'm on the other side of the table. So, and we do it all the time. Every city is trying to get more service to the big hubs like Newark and New York City.
It's really cool, and to tell you a little bit about the flight, it went seamlessly. I'm going to be honest. I would tell you guys, United, they're going to be offering it twice a day, correct?
One in the morning at 6 or 7, and then one at 3 o'clock the weekend.
And that's both to Newark, and then you can get into New York like we did, and Chicago.
2 a day to Chicago,
so
every day.
Both United. They were first introducing this week. I think it was. We have our business reporter Mike Perry with the TFP. I think he said around $260-something. That was the introductory cost. Just from talking as a passenger on the flight, the Chattanooga Fire Department took their hoses and kind of christened the plane right before we took off. That was really, really cool. And then it was like about 2 hours in the air. There were people who were traveling for business, VW people, DeCosimo people, financial folks, and they were saying this is going to save their companies money because they can get here quicker, faster. That was pretty cool. And then there were some moms with little kids who have family here or just taking a trip. And then there are people who are just loving the idea of jumping on a plane, the accessibility of it all. So that's where Waterhouse PR of Chattanooga comes in. Caroline, how are you?
Good.
This is her first time on camera. She's gonna be great. So she lived in New York for 6 years, right?
Yes, I did.
So
I moved to Chattanooga.
A good person, right?
Yeah,
to organize this, to be our tour guide. Let's talk about the logistics of things. You mentioned to me, from your standpoint, the accessibility is huge.
Yes.
Yes.
I think what's awesome about that is that you can leave Chattanooga, take a 2-hour flight, hop on a train, and get into the city here in probably about 3 hours total, which is incredible. And to be able to come here for a day trip, for business, a quick weekend with your friends or family, it's just something we weren't able to do before, and I think that it's going to bring a lot more to our city and a lot more to our region, so it's super exciting.
Okay, and let's talk about, so we were on the flight for 2 hours. We had a great flight attendant too, I'm going to tell you. It was
Our
awesome.
United flight attendant was amazing.
She was, yeah, it was a rarity.
Yes.
But anyways, shout out to Anna, what's her name? Once we got here, you arrive in Newark. So you people, remember, you're not going to LaGuardia or JFK, Newark, but it's not as far as you may think it is. It wasn't a big deal.
It's about as far, same distance as LaGuardia is to the city. So we hopped on the air train, which takes only a few minutes, and on a New Jersey Transit, which takes you right into Penn Station, which is right on around 30th Street in Manhattan. And then from there, you can take the subway for $2.75 to really any area of the city or into Brooklyn. So it's affordable and it's easy to get to.
Yeah, we were kind of putting the numbers together, and I'm going to ask Jamie right now, who's going first. Are people able to hear right now, you think, or we need to take a step back?
Maybe a step back from the fountain would be a great idea.
I want to break down the numbers because I know that's what people care
that's
about.
so much better already.
Okay. You're hearing the pools in the background probably, and we'll show you those again. But anyways, let's break down these numbers. So introductory flight, United, direct to Newark. This week was about $260 something. Check out our reporter Mike Perry's article. We'll link you to it. Then we get in. We get into Newark, and we took the air train. Okay.
Which is included in a ticket cost of the New Jersey Transit, which is $28 for a one-way trip into Penn Station. So that with the $2.75 subway pass, it's about $30 total in the train to get in.
Okay, and then normally if you got into the city and you took a taxi or even an Uber, it would probably be more than double. We decided for all of us, it was probably like $30 a person,
yeah,
to get into the city. So yeah, so you're saving.
If you took an Uber, and even a lot of times with the traffic, it can be a little difficult. So I think the safest bet if you're in a rush is to take the train because it's reliable. But it's definitely an option. There's tons of taxis and Ubers right there at the airport. So
okay, and wait, with Chattanooga Airport development, what's the best way for people to just check out the rates daily? What is the fastest, quickest way for people to be able to do that?
We've got a new website called nonstop.
nonstop.com.
And that'll link you to the United webpage, and you can check out the fares on United.
Because we expect it's going to vary in
It'll
the
vary,
coming.
and they vary every day, and there's good fares to Chicago too. So
Okay.
in New York, but just I would check it out online to see this way.
Okay, and since we got into the city, it was quite a whirlwind. The flight took off at around 3 o'clock yesterday. So we got in here, got settled, saw some of the sites. There's a new area called the District in the financial district. We checked that out and took some pictures. I'll have to post them for you when I get back. And then this morning, we're here because, like we mentioned, we're just a few days away from September 11th, and it was 2001, so it's been 15 years. And I know when you think about that, you think about where you were. We were all in much different places, and coming here just really makes you remember all of those sad memories, but also there's a lot of a celebration of life. If you want to look over here, there is a 9/11 museum we went into, and then this white structure again. Tell me what that is that we looked at.
That's actually a train station.
That was
in Manhattan. And it also has a mall called Westfield inside.
Okay, and then the 9/11 museum is
right there, kind of connected to it.
okay.
Everything in World Trade Center is all connected underground.
Everything at the World Trade Center, Caroline's describing to us, is all connected underground. We went inside there, and I'm going to post something in the next few days for you. You're not able to take photos and videos of everything inside the 9/11 museum, as you can understand, but it was very, very effective. Many different images, so we will show you what we are permitted to show you. And then we went into the beautiful observatory. It's called One World Trade Center. You see this huge building. We went all the way to the very top, and we're going to be giving you a view of everything we got to see. I'm going to bring that back for all of our viewers. It was amazing. You could see every view in the